Is an important deadline for all graduating seniors.
And what Q&A the ASWSU is having tonight, coming up on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good afternoon and happy Friday. I'm Rachel DeAngelis.
And I'm Ivy Shank. Welcome to Murrow News 8. A reminder for all seniors, today might be a day you want to take a closer look at. If you haven't already applied for graduation, after today it will be an extra $75 on top of the original $60, which would round out your graduation application to around $135. So make sure you have everything ready for graduation.
Today, ASWSU will be holding a Q&A from 5 until 6:30 at the Cub in room 204. ASWSU is considering supplying fentanyl test strips and sexual assault training for all students in RSOs. This debate is an opportunity for all and any students to attend and ask questions about these issues or other needs for WSU student community. On your screen is a QR code that you can submit questions or email ASWSU with more questions. In a new update about the proposed biodiesel plant, the Port of Whitman County announced in a press release they submitted their rezoning application to the City of Pullman. This has been something residents and community members have been waiting for since the plan was proposed in February. The Port's previous proposal requested heavy industrial rezoning, but they are now requesting for an industrial research park and commercial rezoning. In the release, the Port Executive Director, Cara Rebold, says over the past month we've had many conversations with the City of Pullman Planning Department, with community members, and with our engineering consultant to learn more about the best way to approach the Commission's vision. Murrow News 8 reached out to the Port for comment, but they did not get back to us before news time. Right now, our reporter Damian Alvarado is at the baseball field where he has talked about some tailgaters. Damian, what can we see there?
Thanks, Rachel. Yeah, I'm currently standing in Yellow Lot 1 where the baseball tailgate is currently going on. If you look behind me, we have some tailgaters out here cooking up some burgers, having a good time. This is a program that was initially brought in with head coach Brian Green when he first came to the university in 2020. And a side note, Brandon Chapman, Chappie behind me, cooking the burgers right there. He told me he was one of the first tailgaters here. So that's a nice side note. But tailgate is behind Bailey Brayton Field. They're going to be taking on Southern Indiana, the baseball team, at 2:05 p.m. And I'm going to go ahead and try this little bite for you guys. I also got offered a burger. Journalism etiquette bite. Not too big of a bite, just a small one. It's very cold out here, but RVs are rolling in, so I'm hoping to have a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy myself here, sending it back to the desk with Rachel and Ivy.
Thank you, Damian. Hopefully that burger warms you up out there. Ferdinand's Ice Cream is having their own March Madness with an ice cream flavor tournament bracket. On their Twitter and other socials, they have polls that will happen every Thursday and Friday, where we will find out what most popular Ferdinand's ice cream flavor is. Hop onto their Twitter at WSU Creamery for more.
Resonate Church has a fun event planned this summer. They are partnering with Pullman Parks and Recreation for movies in the park. They need your help deciding what movies they should show. If you would like to partake in the voting, all votes have to be in by March 17th. The final movie lineup will be announced in late April on Facebook and on Instagram.
Last week, we found out that a handful of mobile communities in Moscow are possibly getting an increase to their rent. Solen Aref has the story.
Like anything, so.
Well, there you go.
We just have abandoned wearing it.
Progress, not perfection.
We sent our reporter Carrington Kincaid out to get a report on what free services the Neal Public Library is offering to residents.
I'm reporting from the Neal Public Library with assistance of how to do your taxes and what do you need to do. If you want to learn how to do your taxes just like how I do, the Neal Public Library is the place to be. IRS assistants are helping the public of how to do their taxes at the Neal Public Library. The program will be running on Saturday from 12 to 4:30 p.m. from February 8th to April 4th. No appointment is necessary. In Pullman, I'm reporting for the Neal Public Library from Murrow News 8.
Coming up, what Michigan State is doing to heighten security measures after the tragedy their campus had a couple weeks ago.
And we'll tell you the Alex Murrow sentencing next on Murrow News 8.
She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Alex Murrow has been convicted of murders for the shooting of his wife and son. The court met this morning at 9:30 to discuss sentencing. When discussing his conviction, the jury deliberated for less than 3 hours before finding Murrow guilty of 2 counts of murder on Thursday. Murrow now faces life in prison without parole for the double murder.
Weeks after 3 were fatally shot and 5 more injured on the Michigan State campus, the university announced new security measures. According to the MSU Twitter, buildings will now require keycard access in the evenings and early mornings. There will be 1,300 locking systems to classrooms. There will also be expanded security surveillance and a mandatory active violence training.
The University of Idaho may be receiving $1 million for money they spent after the murders in November. The Idaho House voted on Thursday to approve their request for expenses following the murders to now have more counseling services and increased security.
Congressman George Santos is now under investigation by House Ethics Panel. The New York congressman's lies and embellishments about his resume and personal life have drawn some attention in Congress. According to the House Ethics Committee, the investigation seeks to determine whether Santos may have engaged in unlawful activity with his 2022 congressional campaign, among other actions.
Coming up next, we'll have what you can expect for the weather this weekend.
And an update on the Greyhound boys basketball after the break.
Days, months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. Can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more. Days, months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Well, it snowed and there's been a little bit of sunshine that I saw yesterday and a little bit of rain. Quinn, is there going to be any good news with this weather?
Well, Rachel, if there's any good news, it's not in Pullman. So looking at today's forecast, it's going to be a high of 38 and a low of 26. Tonight we're going to look at a chance of snow. We don't know if it's going to hit, but there's a good chance. This morning's sunrise is at 6:25 a.m. Tonight's sunset is at 5:37, and we had winds going towards the southwest, 18 to 21 miles per hour. Now looking at tomorrow's forecast, it's going to be a high of 39 and a low of 25. You're going to get a little sun in the morning, but more snow. That's the big picture. Winds going east around 14 miles per hour. The sunrise at 6:22 a.m. and the sunset 2 minutes later than tonight at 5:39. Now looking at the state map, over here on the west side, it's going to look a little ugly, just like the game last night if you watched. It's going to be a high of 43 and a low of 39 in Seattle with a little mix of rain and snow. Down south in Olympia, it's going to be a high of 43 and a low of 35. Now if I step over here, over the pass to Yakima, it's going to be a high of 47 and a low of 28, but no rain there, just clouds. Heading more east to the Tri-Cities, it's going to be a high of 50, a low of 32, and it's going to be the only sun you're going to see on this map. And our friends up north in Spokane, high of 40, low of 28, kind of similar weather, chances of snow tonight. Now looking at our 5-day, I'm going to step off the screen here. Like I said, tonight, chances of snow. Tomorrow's going to be sunny in the morning, high of 39, low of 25. And Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are going to be around the same temperature. Now, that's it for me. I'll take it back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Quinn. The Pullman Greyhound boys basketball team is undefeated heading into the state tournament. Our reporter Ethan Kramer has the state tournament preview for the Pullman Greyhounds.
The Pullman Greyhounds are back in the state tournament looking for redemption after falling one game short a year ago.
We know the goal. We came up short last year, and so we know what it takes this year. It's getting rest. Every day is important, and so it's 3 back-to-back days if you want to win a state championship.
But Pullman is going to need other players to step up if they're going to bring the state championship trophy back to Pullman.
Well, we're going to have to get good play out of Austin Hunt, our big guy, 6'10". I'm not worried about our guards and stuff, but Austin played great against R.A. Long the other night, and if he can step up like that and create double teams, which opens up our guards, that's going to be great.
If Coach Brantner and the Pullman Greyhounds want to cap off a perfect season with a state championship, they're going to need shooting like this to be the kings of 2A.
I mean, Jaden's going to have to play well. He's our best player. He scores 28 a game, and we're going to need points out of him, and we're not used to him not scoring, so we're going to have to keep him also playing at a high level.
Pullman hasn't won a state title since 2014, so this one would mean a lot.
Awesome. I mean, this isn't the end goal, but it's a stepping stone, and so definitely might seem like the most important thing right now, but just it'd be great for Pullman.
Pullman will get Enumclaw tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. If they win that, they head to the semifinals, which will be on Friday at 3:45. And if they are able to get that one, they will play for the state championship on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Reporting in Pullman, Washington, Ethan Kramer, Murrow News 8.
Well, we have some updates for you with Cougar Sports. Sydney, what do you have for us?
Well, Rachel, when we get back, we're going to talk WSU basketball because both teams are on fire right now. So stay tuned for more after the break.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks. You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, with early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man who gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sydney Berger with today's sports report. The Cougs are headed to the semifinals of the Pac-12 tournament after arguably the biggest win in women's program history last night. WSU knocked off number 3 Utah in a 66-58 upset win in Las Vegas, but the Utes didn't go down without a fight after they closed the gap to just a 3-point deficit with 39 seconds left. But this moment right here sealed the deal for the Cougs as Charlize Ledger-Walker sank a beautiful three-pointer from nearly 27 feet out.
Everything leading up to that moment was just so good from our team, and obviously in those moments, you know, it's a big time shot, but the plays we made before that, the runs that we had in that third quarter and then taking that momentum into the fourth, that's what really got us that win. So I'm glad I could finish it off for our team, but just super proud of how we came out.
The Cougars continue their tournament campaign against Colorado tonight at 8:30 p.m. on Pac-12 Network. TJ Bamba, WSU's leading scorer, puts in a career-high 36 points in last night's Apple Cup victory. Washington State won its 6th straight conference game and swept the Boeing Apple Cup series this season, while on the road in Seattle. WSU grabbed the lead early on and never looked back. The Cougs won 93-84 with all 5 starters contributing double digits. Next up for the Cougars, it's their turn to fight for the Pac-12 championship. The first round of the tournament kicks off Wednesday, March 8th. For the first time in program history, 2 Washington State freshman swimmers are headed to the NCAA Women's Swimming Championship. Dory Hithasi and Emily Lundgren were both selected by the NCAA Wednesday morning. Murrow News 8 reporter Brinkley Hill has more.
Thanks, Sydney. I got to sit down with head coach Matt Leach to talk about what made this year's team so successful.
One of the biggest things that we talk about is our family and our culture. So it's coming in where you're going to inherit a family away from your family.
Swimmers at Washington State University have put in hard work this year to have a historic season. Head coach Matt Leach said it isn't all about putting in work in the pool, but also having a supportive and positive team atmosphere.
I mean, it just goes back to, you know, loving what you do. This is a hard sport. It's a grueling sport where we do doubles pretty much all the way through.
WSU Swimming has had a culture shift for the better.
Yeah, I just think it's people that want to be here and don't just want to be here and show up for a practice, but want to be here day in and day out and actually hang out together with their teammates.
The team has worked hard to bond through team dinners and hangouts. The coaching has encouraged the group to become more than just teammates.
This year, this team has really proven that they're going to work towards having that culture so everyone can be successful. And to me, that's why you see not just one person or two people doing something special, but you see a whole team.
From Gibbs Pool, I'm Brinkley Hill, Murrow, News 8.
Thank you so much, Brinkley. We also have an NFL Combine update from former Coug Deion Henley, who worked out yesterday in Indianapolis. Henley clocked in a 4.54 for his 40 time, which gives him a 6.19 prospect grade, and is currently the 4th ranked linebacker at the 2023 NFL Combine. In addition to his impressive 40, Henley hit a 35-inch vertical jump and a 10-foot 5-inch broad jump. The Combine continues today through Sunday on NFL Network. Landon and Luke Rotten are both redshirt freshman O-linemen on the football team, but there's one more thing they have in common. Reporter Alexander Huddleston has the story.
Playing the same sport as your sibling is not a new thing. In fact, some of the biggest stars of today grew up playing in the same backyard. It's the right amount of sibling rivalry mixed with the competitive nature of football, concocted to make lifelong memories. Growing up, Luke and Landon Roten were quite the dynamic duo. In high school, Luke was anchoring the D-line while Landon protected the edge on offense.
I would say it's special because we've never been separated. I'd say team-wise, we've always been on the same team no matter what. Nothing's ever separated us.
But before the brothers made it to the Palouse, they were committed to different schools. Luke to Wyoming and Landon to Tulsa. It was the move from Wyoming to WSU by D-line coach Pete Kaligas that eventually got the twins in Pullman.
And then they figured out that we were twins and that I play O-line, he plays D-line. Yeah, package deal. Yeah, towards the end of recruiting, it was a package we advertised deal,
ourselves
at first, near the end of recruiting, it was our recruiting was packed.
So having played on the same team their whole life, Roten brothers gave the brotherhood of football a whole new meaning. How are you not cold? I don't know. The brothers now play the same position after Luke made the big transition from offense to defense.
It hasn't been too bad. Coach McGuire, I can't thank him enough. Him helped me grow as a player. Even as a defensive tackle now to offensive lineman, it's been great. He was even being recruited as an O-lineman. He wasn't being recruited as a tackle, which is crazy. He had 16 sacks in the season, something like that. But yeah, he was recruited as an offensive lineman. So early on, I tried to get him doing drills, and our high school O-line coach did that too.
Moving forward, the brothers are excited to continue their careers together in the Crimson and Gray. Reporting in Pullman, I'm Alexander Huddleston, Murrow, News 8.
You will have a chance to see this rapper again.
And we're celebrating a delicious national holiday today after the break on Murrow, News 8.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
If you missed your chance to see Macklemore when he was here for Family Weekend in 2022, here's your chance to catch him again. The Spokane Arena announced this morning that Macklemore is performing there on October 10th. Tickets go on sale a week from today, March 10th, at 10 a.m. at ticketswest.com.
Traveling can be a hassle, and sometimes it just keeps on getting more stressful. Next time you're flying out of the Seattle area, a new grant might make things a little easier. SeaTac was awarded $16 million in federal grant for the project to upgrade TSA Checkpoint Number 1. The project, which is estimated to cost almost $25 million, will relocate the checkpoint from the upstairs area to the downstairs arrival area. The relocated checkpoint will have 2 more screening lanes and all automatic screening.
So we have a lot of snacks here, and you're probably wondering why it's...
Well, it's National Snack Day, so we have a whole bunch of snacks here. This one is probably my favorite. I'm a health nut, so I like the Unreal chocolate milk chocolate gems. That's what they're called. So I have these like every single day for breakfast. Sometimes I have them 3 times a day. So what's your favorite snack, Ivy?
A lot of times I like to just make some popcorn as a snack, but lately I've been absolutely obsessed with Reese's eggs. I can't get enough of them, but I have one up here that I'm snacking on right now.
What about you guys?
Oh, I love Reese's. I will have to grab some of those Sour Patch Kids after we're done here.
There you go. Might as well
I'll
have
take
them
some
now.
right now. And you can never go wrong with Cheetos. I mean,
Yeah.
nice little cheesy snack, nice little crunch. It's amazing.
Well, here's the thing. I have been eyeing the Cool Ranch Doritos on this desk, and I've also still haven't forgotten about Damien's massive bite of his hamburger at the tailgate. I am so excited to head to Bailey-Brayton later. Cougar baseball, I don't know how much else you can say. It's snowing, which is just not really what we see, but you get the burger, you get the Cool Ranch Doritos, or a hot dog, and I'm there for sure.
I'm definitely going to have to check out the baseball games this weekend. Southern Indiana should be a good matchup.
No,
Wait.
way.
Speaking of Damien.
You heard it here first, everyone. Damien brought us the legendary Cougar Burger from the baseball field. Do I get to take a bite of this?
Yeah, take a bite.
Do I?
Go for it.
Wow.
Tell us how it is.
Wow, that is iconic.
It looks amazing. It looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hefty burger, too.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Anyways, so other than snacks, what are your go-to meals?
Buffalo chicken dip, for sure. I make that, it's just a really easy meal, and it probably is like a little appetizer snack stuff, but I just make it for dinner sometimes.
I hear Quinn chewing over here.
Yeah, I had to try a couple. They're very good. I've never had the strawberry ones before.
Yeah, strawberry's my favorite fruit, so I had to grab them.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's great. And going back to your question before, anything that had to do with spaghetti or pasta, carb load, that was my diet for 4 years, but not anymore. I gotta cancel a little bit of that out, but
The football
still used
player
to it.
status,
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
exactly.
me personally, I've been loving chicken wings, buffalo chicken wings with what's it called, blue cheese dressing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Over ranch.
Sounds so good. That's really good.
Actually, I can't stand ranch. I really don't like ranch.
Wow.
But
Wow.
anyways,
if you missed this or anything else in our newscasts, feel free to watch us on our YouTube channel.
more news can be found at nwpb/emanate, and you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Have a good night.